Today with the COVID-19 pandemic, we want to make sure that we are protecting ourselves, loved ones, and everyone else from contracting COVID-19. One of the biggest things we can do, besides wearing a mask in public, is to wash your hands. The CDC recommends that after you've been in a public area and you may have come in contact with a surface that many other people have touched, you should wash your hands. My name is Lauren Lockard, and today I will be going over why you should wash your hands, how we spread germs to ourselves and to other people, the benefits of hand washing, methods of hand washing, and the difference between hand sanitizer and soap and water. According to the CDC, germs can be spread in multiple different ways. We can touch our face, our eyes, nose, or mouth. When we prepare food or drinks for ourselves or for other people. When we touch contaminated surfaces, like a table, a remote control, a doorknob, or even some office supplies. And bodily functions, which include coughing, sneezing, and using the bathroom. There are benefits of hand washing. The biggest benefit of hand washing is to avoid ourselves from getting sick and to spreading germs to the immunocompromised and other people. There are different methods of hand washing, but 84% of my class, according to my audience analysis survey, has a method for washing their hands. The CDC goes over different steps of how to wash your hands. We wash our hands when we believe we have come in contact with something dirty after we use the bathroom, or if our hands are visibly soiled. So the first step is we turn on the water. It could be hot, cold water, it doesn't matter, whatever your preference is. Then we apply soap to our hands. After we apply soap, we want to rub our hands together vigorously, the palms of our hands, the backs of our hands, in between the fingers, and underneath the fingernails. Underneath the fingernails and in between the fingers is where bacteria likes to harvest, and that's where we tend to miss a lot when we wash our hands. After we apply soap and scrub our hands, the biggest question many people ask is, how long do I scrub my hands for? The CDC recommends that we scrub our hands for at least 20 seconds. So how do you know it's been 20 seconds of scrubbing your hands? Well, first, you can count to 20, or you can sing happy birthday in your head. Then we rinse our hands off with water. When you turn off the faucet, try not to use your hands when you turn off the faucet, because now the faucet is contaminated with bacteria. You can use your elbow, or you can grab a towel or a paper towel to turn off the faucet. And then we dry our hands. According to Standoz.com, they have some statistics about hand washing. About 10% of Americans don't wash their hands, and people who do wash their hands, they have an average of 7 seconds of scrubbing their hands versus the recommended 20 seconds the CDC says. So there's two different forms of ensuring your hands are clean. There's using soap and water and hand sanitizer. Hand sanitizer is very convenient for a lot of people. It could be stored in a purse, in a pocket, a car, and nowadays there is a bottle of hand sanitizer in almost every counter, offices, grocery stores, you name it, there's probably a bottle of hand sanitizer because of the recent COVID-19 pandemic. We want to make sure that people keep their hands clean. Even though hand sanitizer is very convenient, it doesn't always do the job. There is some bacteria that is resistant to alcohol in the hand sanitizer. The biggest one in the healthcare field, which is resistant to alcohol in hand sanitizer, is a bacteria called Clostridium difficile, or we call it C. diff for short. Hand sanitizer doesn't always remove the harmful chemicals that you may come in contact with, such as pesticides. If consumed by a child or an infant, it can cause alcohol poisoning. According to UCIHealth.com, for hand sanitizer to be effective at cleaning your hands, you want to get a hand sanitizer that's at least 60% alcohol. Here, I have two different types of hand sanitizer. I have the Walmart brand hand sanitizer, which is 62% alcohol. And I have the Bath & Body Works mini hand sanitizer, which is 68% alcohol. The more alcohol, the better, because that means it's going to kill more germs that are not resistant to the alcohol. Soap and water. About 84% of my class prefer this method of cleaning their hands. You use soap and water again when your hands are visibly soiled or after you use the bathroom. But soap does not need to say antibacterial on it. I know a lot of people say, oh, get soap with antibacterial, but actually, according to clevelandclinic.com, all soap is antibacterial. So when you're shopping for soap, you don't need to worry about reading the label to make sure it's antibacterial. So now you know how to prevent the spread of COVID-19 by washing your hands. We now know germs are spread by coming in contact with surfaces and touching our face. We know the benefits of hand washing, the methods of hand washing, and the advantages and disadvantages of using soap and water. Thank you.